All right, our forecast is really nice. ACL just in time.
That's right, Sean.
as we shape things up for the weekend, I think a lot of folks are really able to enjoy it, not worrying about it too much. Last year was a mess. It was mud everywhere. Everybody was worried about it. But this year, it's a nice break. Let's go outside, see what we have. First of all, with this live look from Lake Travis from the Steiner Ranch Steakhouse. Looking live over the Lake Travis area. You can see beautiful there, the traffic in the foreground, and lush green there along the hillside, stretching all the way down to the water's edge. Looks like we're going to be in for another beautiful day today with blue skies like that. Not really anything developing or moving this way immediately, so other than a warm-up into the afternoon over the next several days, that's about it. We do have some changes that we'll talk about in a little bit on the forecast from the weekend into next week. Temperature, by the way, out there, 80 degrees. Humidity has been low, 31% right now, and the winds have been pretty light. Outside officially here in Austin, Texas, Camp Mabry, 77 degrees, sunshine, a light breeze, humidity at 35%, dew point 47, pressure 30.26, and steady. You're looking at temperatures from yesterday that were in the low 80s, a very pleasant afternoon. We're going to go just a little bit warmer today into the mid 80s, and then after that, we'll go for upper 80s for the weekend. So not extremes, not too bad, but it could be a lot worse. We could be facing rain, and that, of course, last year was terrible. Now, from yesterday, the 80s to early this morning with 40s and 50s. In fact, the 42-degree reading at Bergstrom broke the old record set back in 2001. That was 45 set then. Of course, that's quite a bit cooler than that. And in many areas, we had 40s. We saw 42 out in Fredericksburg as well, 45 in Llano, 46 in Mason, 47 in Bastrop and Giddings and Rockdale. A lot of the folks that watch weather out at the Bergstrom area have always noticed that it's cooler out there. It's kind of a low area that cool air settles in, and we do get some cooler temperatures there. We've noticed on some mornings where we'd be above freezing here in Austin, out of the airport, well below it. In fact, I've noticed some mornings where we've had 18-degree differences in temperatures as we went from the Camp Mabry side out to the Austin Bergstrom. So it can be rather dramatic in some areas, a little bit cooler. So when we give you a forecasted temperature for the night, just know the surrounding areas can be typically cooler, and in some cases can be to the extreme. So 18 degrees, I mean, if we call for one temperature of, say, 50 and it's 18 degrees cooler, you get into some freezing temps pretty quick that way. Watch those temperatures around the area over the next several days. Right now, 70s across the area and an 80 in LaGrange. I knew somebody would probably get there. We're going to have a lot of 80s on here by the end of the hour when we get the updated temperature, and we probably are in some places already to 80 degrees, just doesn't register until the top of the hour when we get updated numbers from the Weather Service. Now, 81 in San Marcos, 79 at Bergstrom, 77 here in Austin, 79 at Georgetown, 75 for Lockhart, and 76 in Bastrop to 77 in Lakeway. Lakeway temperatures only down to the lower 60s this morning. They might have gotten to 60 at one point, but when we had lower 40s here, dramatic difference in temperatures there felt. Now, satellite and radar, there's obviously not anything here. Got any friends or family, anybody coming in that, you know, maybe coming from out of state, or maybe just coming in and doesn't realize that we have a ragweed problem? A lot of folks have been talking about the ragweed, how it's been making them feel like they've almost got a flu. Well, if you know somebody like that, might let anybody coming in know that we have a pretty good ragweed situation this time around. If they have asthma or breathing issues of any kind, it'd be good to know. They certainly can plan for that and do what is best for them as they get here. Clouds and radar forecast, there's not a lot out there to look at. Sunshine is what we're going to look for. 85 for the high today, sunshine. Tonight, 54, winds out of the southwest at 5 to 10. Now, our forecast over the 7 days ahead does include a little front later in the week, into next week, but into the weekend, it does warm up. We even pick up a chance for showers. A little trough moves by. We're going to put a very slight chance for showers in for Sunday evening, and probably a few sprinkles, 20% chance on Monday, and then after that, another front approaches middle of the week next week. Pretty much puts our temperatures back to where they are today for next week. Maybe some lows again by, say, Thursday, Friday morning, back into the 50s and possibly 40s.